one of your processes was a weekly process of brainstorming. Tell me about this practice.
Every single week we ran brainstorming sessions. You know, people would ask me, Bill, why do you own a Rolls Royce? I say, well, that's easy. It came out of one of our brainstorming sessions. See, people were assuming that I wanted to drive a Rolls Royce. Well, we were trying to find a way to impress our visitors to our company. And we came up with ideas like buy an airplane, you know, buy a limo, you know, do all these crazy things. But someone said, hey, why don't we buy a Rolls Royce? And I said, hey, why don't we? I didn't know of anyone at that time who owned a Rolls Royce. And I had never ridden in a Rolls Royce. So we bought a $109,000 car. And you know what? The first visitor paid us for that car. He increased our business by $1 million because we chauffeured him to our office. We chauffeured him to another city to meet his uncle. We impressed him with that Rolls Royce. And from that time on, we talked about the fact we gave Rolls Royce service.
That's great. Can you think of any other ideas that came out of your brainstorming sessions?
There's so many I could not even start to elaborate.
And by brainstorming, you mean just like anything goes?
Anything goes. No bad ideas. That doesn't mean we have to use the idea. Obviously, we didn't use the limo. We didn't use the airplane. But, you know, we would brainstorm, how could we rearrange our office in a different way to be more productive? How could we, you know, rearrange the lighting? How could we rearrange the way we call people or the way we sit? Anything would come out of these brainstorming sessions. And the crazier the ideas, the more exciting it became, because what happened with some of these wild ideas, when you start thinking about it, they were pretty good.
Now, what interests me is that your business wasn't what we would call creative business. You weren't in advertising or marketing. You were in collections. And a lot of people may say, you know, we don't have time. That's what I keep coming back to. Time to waste on, you know, sitting around hatching silly ideas. But you guys did.
Well, one of our businesses was collections. We also owned a finance company. We owned a bowling alley. There were several businesses we had. We owned an employment agency at one time. We owned, several other services. So we found that we could not afford not to have brainstorming sessions. Now, creativity is one of the things that we look for in success. And a creative person is just a person who finds something that everybody else is doing and he doesn't do it. In other words, a creative person doesn't do what everybody else is doing. That's what we're looking for. How can we be different and be successful?